Hey guys, it's Zach here, and today we're going to be looking at a more recently released film, Summer of '84. Originally released in 2018 to a limited number of theaters by Gunpowder Sky, and eventually finding its way to streaming services, this Canadian independent mystery now makes its way to our home in the form of a beautiful 4K release from Vinegar Syndrome partner label and previously mentioned group, Gunpowder Sky. This is my first release from this label specifically, so I'm excited to see what they have to offer. I already saw Summer of '84 when it was streaming on Shudder, and I can't wait to rewatch the horrifying events unfold once more. Before we get to the physical release, let's talk a little bit about the story. Summer of '84 takes place in the suburban town of Ipswich, Oregon, where nothing ever happens. We follow Davey, Faraday, Woody, and Eats, a group of high school boys who live in the same neighborhood, enjoying their summer with the rest of the kids, hanging out in tree houses, talking through walkies, and playing games like Manhunt. One night while playing, Davey spots a local boy inside one of the neighboring houses owned by police officer Wayne Mackey. When the boy's missing poster classically shows up on a carton of milk, Davey begins to go wild with theories, suspecting his neighbor, Officer Mackey, of being the one who is now dubbed the Cape May Slayer. So the boys band together and begin researching the killings, and eventually start spying on Officer Mackey himself, trying to dig up any proof they can that he might be the killer. From here on out, it's stakeouts, binoculars, and radio chatter, as the boys do anything they can to find more information, all while flying under the radar, as accusing an officer of such a status seems insane. From here on out, the film is a suspenseful thrill ride that had me sitting up at nearly every scene, intrigued yet terrified at what might be revealed next. Every scene with the kids carrying out their investigation is gold. Though I'll consistently praise the film for its ability to keep you on edge, there is a side story going on involving Davey and his neighbor, Nikki, who is the girl of every kid's dreams. Nikki used to babysit Davey, but now there's this odd budding romance that the story cuts away to every so often. The scenes themselves aren't awful, but it's a bit indulgent, and breaks up the pacing and suspense a bit too much for my liking. The plot here is almost irrelevant, and has little to no consequence in the overarching story at hand. They're not bad, just not as entertaining when I came around for the rewatch. Overall, however, Summer of '84 is a fantastic thriller with hints of horror built in. The third act will have your senses on edge with an incredibly haunting climax. Even if you find yourself tired of the 80s nostalgia that has run rampant in the entertainment industry, Summer of '84 is worth checking out for those looking for a thrilling mystery to keep your mind occupied. I'm so glad to have it on disc so I can rewatch it again and share it with friends. Gunpowder Sky is a label that's new to me, but I'm so glad they swooped in with this release. So for now, let's go take a look at their work and what all they've packed for Summer of '84. Here we are with Gunpowder Sky's limited edition release of Summer of '84. I got the Vinegar Syndrome exclusive version that comes with this amazing side-loading slipcase. It's made of a thick and durable material and houses our normal slipcover release within. This inner slipcover is also made of a much nicer material than your standard Blu-ray slips. It features 2 more posters on each side and houses our black UHD case. Within, we have our UHD disc here on the right and a fun little milk carton you can fold out and display from the movie on the left. Underneath, we also have our standard Blu-ray disc, which houses both the film and all the bonus features. I really wish we could have gotten a poster with this release, because they have 3 pieces of art here, and any one of them would have made for an amazing hang-up. However, it looks like that's it for our physical copy of Summer of '84, so let's go check out what is all included on the discs. Presented in stunning 4K HDR, Summer of '84 has never looked better. From streaming to disc, I'm so happy to own this copy. They include a standard Blu-ray disc as well, which also houses all of our bonus material. Before we get into the video supplements, we have a commentary track that is accessible on both discs alongside the film itself. Featuring the directors of our film, the trio known as RKSS, or Roadkill Superstar Films. Together, the 3 of them have great synergy in their commentary, and have tons of information to share on Summer of '84 throughout the viewing. It's worth checking out for those who are itching for a rewatch but want to learn more. With the audio side, we can jump into our video bonuses, starting with a pair of interviews running at almost 20 minutes total. The first interview is with the cinematographer and composing pair known as Les Matos. Our 2 artists talk a little bit about their careers and how their passion for music and film were separate, but in instances like Summer of '84 can cross over. Projects like this give them incredible room to explore their music making, and having been good friends with the directors, their filmmaking too. This leads into the second interview, which sees the return of the directing trio RKSS once more. Here on video, they get the chance to talk a little bit about how they came across the script for Summer of '84, and how it was just dripping with the 80s nostalgia that hit them right in the childhood memories, bringing back topics of stranger danger and summer adventures. I really enjoyed their interview, and they touch on the ideas of how 80s and 90s nostalgia is so prevalent in filmmaking now because current and upcoming filmmakers are those who grew up during these eras. Their stories about the production itself are fun, and this interview is certainly one of the highlights of the release. Interviews aside, we get some other cool videos to check out. We have 5 minutes of bloopers, 7 minutes of storyboard footage, and 5 more minutes of behind-the-scenes photographs. Together, a great collection of inclusions to bolster Summer of '84 as a production. Our final supplement on the disc is a trailer for Demonetron, a short film from the same directors. I'm not sure if this is a trailer for an actual short film, or if the trailer itself is the project, but man do I wish we had the full thing included here. It looks like the low-budget horror I've come to love from labels like Vinegar Syndrome or Severin. Overall, Gunpowder Sky has brought us an awesome-looking release for a more recent film. If you've watched the movie on streaming and can't get enough, check out this copy. It has a good amount of bonuses, and the movie looks great on disc. For now, thank you so much for joining me here on Pajama Theater. Like this video and subscribe to my channel, and look forward to more boutique Blu-ray reviews. Until then, take care, and I'll see you guys next time.